OpenAI just launched Operator for ChatGPT, and this is an absolute game changer. Now, ChatGPT can take over your screen and do tasks for you in the background, and what it can do is absolutely mind-blowing because it's not confined to just stuff online. It can basically interact with the real world. So let's dive into exactly how to use this, how to access it, and 7 different use cases that you need to start using today. So in order to actually use this, all you have to do is come to operator.chatgpt.com, and then you're going to see this show up right here. It basically looks like ChatGPT, except it has a bunch of different prompts down here. Now, this isn't the only thing that Operator can do. This is just to brainstorm and help you find a few examples. For example, dining and events, delivery, local services, shopping, like if we wanted to find a pair of mid-century modern nightstands priced below $200 each, travel, there's also stuff for news and a ton of other stuff. Now, if you come up here, you can see all the different notifications from the different tasks that you have Operator running. If you want to start a new chat, you literally just start a new chat, similar to ChatGPT. And if we click right here, we'll be able to see all of the recent things that we've actually done a search for. For example, I had this find me a new car right here. So if we click in here, we could see the exact specification that I gave it, exactly what it did. It literally went and searched for all of this, and then it returned back to me several different listing links that match the exact criteria that I was looking for. And in fact, I actually bought one of these cars. Use case number 1 is I'm going to ask Operator to book me a salon appointment to get my hair cut today based on my Google Calendar. And basically, I wanted to find any openings within my calendar and then book me an appointment for that time and let me know where I have to show up and how much it's going to cost. Now, in order to do that, I literally just come over to Operator. I say, I need you to book me a haircut appointment for today, Friday, January 24th, at a salon near zip code 34987, which is zip code I'm currently located in. Please look at my Google Calendar and find an appointment and book it for an open time slot. Please let me know what time my appointment is and how much it's going to cost. So all I do is click this right here, and now watch what happens. ChatGPT literally goes through and opens up a search here, and they're going to find my calendar, and then also it's going to find me salons near me. Now, what you're going to see right here is that this actually pulled up Google Calendar, and now I need to actually go in here and log in. So this is going to prompt me now, and literally I just have to take control right here and log into my Google Calendar. So I'm going to click sign in right here, and then I'm going to type in my information. And this basically works the same way that a normal browser works. It's going through, it's asking me for verification. I'm going to give it this quick, and then we're going to let it resume. So now this actually has access to my calendar. I'm going to click finish up right here, return control to Operator, and now this is going to take control back, and it is going to continue finding me a hair salon appointment. Now, the other thing that I can do right here, and by the way, it updates you right here while this is happening, so I can go and I can continue on with the rest of my day. I could go through my email, I could search for YouTube videos, and the other thing that's really cool is I like to have several of these different operators running. Like if I move this down right here, you'll see that I have several of them running right now in order to make this video. Now, the other thing that you are going to want to take into consideration is that if it has to log into something, then it is going to prompt you for permission and get you to take control. But if it's not something it has to log in for, then this will be able to automate this completely on its own. And this is so cool and interesting, literally watching it. Pull up Google Calendar, search for salons, go to the salons page, and then figure out exactly how to book an appointment on here. And also, if you come up into this top left-hand corner right here, this right here will show you how many different tasks you actually have running at any given point in time. As you can see, this literally found a new place because it wasn't letting it do it on the old website, and now this is going to be able to actually book my service right here because it figured out how to do this. I literally can't believe this. This is literally booking this right here, doing exactly what service I want, and it's literally going to tell me the price. It's going to choose a stylist for me and a time and day. This is mind-blowing. Imagine having 100 of these operating in the background so you don't actually have to do anything. I literally cannot believe this. It has to be the craziest thing that I think I have ever seen before in my life. This is going through, it's figuring out when I'm available on my calendar, and it is literally giving me this information. Now right here, to complete your booking, I need you to sign in and register. So boom, I would just take over right here, I would register, and then I have a booked appointment here. Now that's just use case number 1. I have 6 more use cases that are going to completely blow your mind, and they're only going to get crazier and crazier. Some of them are going to be personal, some of them are going to be for business, but all of them are going to make your life 100 times easier. But before we get into those, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest AI tools. Use case number 2 is going to be ordering things on Uber Eats or on DoorDash. And this is nuts. You literally just tell it what you want, where to deliver it, and it's going to show up at your door. Right now, it's about 6:30 a.m. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to delivery right here, and I'm going to say, order a bacon, egg, and cheese from Bagel Brothers of New York near me. I'm going to click this right here, and this is literally going to go through, and this is going to order me my breakfast sandwich. This is nuts, because in the past, I would have had to ask my girlfriend to go ahead and do this for me, but now I can literally just ask ChatGPT to do it, and boom, I can continue to work because this is going to get delivered to me. On top of that, what's crazy is they actually call this the Long Island Original and not a bacon, egg, and cheese, but this was actually able to figure out that that was what I wanted based on all of these other things. This right here is mind-blowing. It's also mind-blowing that it's $10 to get a bacon, egg, and cheese. I mean, what happened to the world? Now, it's even crazier, and honestly, this should be criminal for anybody that likes a bacon, egg, and cheese. This originally had pepper jack picked, but then it actually realized, you know what? No, bacon, egg, and cheese, that is American cheese right here. And then again, this right here literally just says, to complete your order, I need your address. So I'm going to give this my address, but I'm going to block that out on this video. Now for use case number 3, I am going to get ChatGPT to go and find me whether or not I can attend a basketball game or any sporting event when I'm in Memphis next month to visit my girlfriend's family. Now in order to do that, what I'm going to do is come over here and type in, can you find me Memphis Grizzly tickets for when I'm in Memphis from February 5 to 11? I want the best seats, and you can spend up to $2,000 a ticket. I click on this, and boom, this is going to go ahead, and this is going to do this. Now again, this is something I would have had to ask somebody else to do in the past, but this literally goes through, it searches for it, it is going to find the seats for me, and then it's just going to prompt me to put in my information. Now what you could do is you could actually connect this to your credit card information or something along the lines of that, through Link, through Affirm, or anything like that, and then this will actually be able to complete the purchase and buy whatever you want on here. Also, another thing that's really cool here is I noticed that it was going to a website that I actually don't have login information for. So what I did, which is prompted it, I said instead, go to Ticketmaster because that's where I actually have an account. Now, what you're going to see here is this actually says your browser activity has been paused. We've detected unusual behaviors, so please sign into your Ticketmaster account if you haven't already, change your Wi-Fi, and switch services. Now, Ticketmaster was actually giving us issues here, and I think that's because they don't want people to have bots set up that are going to buy tickets immediately the second that they come out. So I just, again, prompted it and said, please go to StubHub. Let's try StubHub out, and it looks like StubHub is working for this. Also kind of insane that this has actually picked up that I am in South Florida and that it had my location set as that, because when I first gave this permission and actually got prompted on my phone, it said that this was coming from San Jose. Look at this. I mean, this is like incredible. It knew that it had to navigate to 2, and then it knew that it had to go up, and now it knows that it has to click on the game for February 8th. I cannot believe that this exists. This might be the craziest thing that I've ever seen before. Again, especially if you have like 10 or 15 different things working in the background, and I forgot to tell it how many tickets I'm looking for. So I'm looking for 2 tickets, I'm going to tell it that, and then boom, it's going to be able to continue on. Literally navigating, it went over to best view, and then it went over to best deal, and now it's going to filter by different prices right here. This right here, again, I cannot believe that this exists. Okay, so this is done. It says, I found you tickets, section 105, row P, $1,031 each, offering a great view near the court. Would you like me to proceed with these tickets? I could prompt it. I could say yes. Again, I'm going to put in my card information, or I'm going to load this up and have it log into my StubHub, and then boom, I have tickets now to the Grizzlies game on February 8th. If anybody watching this is going there, I'll see you there. Now the rest of these use cases are only going to get crazier and crazier because I have 4 really heavy hitters coming up. So the next thing that I wanted to get this to do was I wanted to look for a new car. So I asked it to look for one, and I gave it specific recommendations on exactly what I want. And you can do this for several different things. For homes, for boats, for cars, for health insurance. You can literally get it to look up and compare anything. All I did in order to do this was I said, find me an Audi R8 under $150,000 with less than 20,000 miles and 0 accidents. Please give me options in South Florida. Now this went through, it took it 4 minutes in order to look this up, but it found this one right here, found this one right here, found this one right here, and then it says, do you want any more details on any of these options? And I can click on the listing link right here, and it is literally going to take me exactly to the link of this car. And also, if I want to, I can come back up here and take control of this, or I can go through and see all the different steps that this actually took. And actually a few times it looked at the wrong thing. Like for 1 second it looked at a BMW, but then it realized it needed to go back to the R8. Now what I think that is, I didn't watch this, it was probably an ad that popped up for a BMW that it accidentally clicked on, and then it knew that it had to get out of there. Now for use case number 5, I'm going to get this to go and find me a thumbnail designer on Fiverr and video editor on Fiverr, and I'm going to have it find me a list of different B-roll options that I need to make my next YouTube video. So in order to actually do this, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, I need you to find me a top-rated thumbnail designer on Fiverr. Now, while this is running, what I am going to do is I'm going to open up a new window and I'm going to say, I need you to find me a top-rated video editor on Fiverr, and we're going to click this and we're going to have this run, and you'll see that this is now up to 2. And then also I'm going to tell it I need a bunch of B-roll for my upcoming YouTube video. I need screenshots of Gemini's logo, I need one of ChatGPT's, and I need one for Sora's logo. Please make sure they're copyright free and send me the link to them. So now what I have going on is I have 3 different things going on. I have it finding a Fiverr designer, I have it finding a video editor, and I have it finding B-roll right here. Now as you can see, these are all working. If an issue pops up, it will say that it needs something. If it's doing something, it will say that it's doing something. And now you see how this can get incredibly powerful. You can literally have a bunch of different things going on in the background. For example, we have a new message under here. Now it says here, I found a top-rated seller filter. Should I apply this filter? Yes, and I'm going to say always apply this filter. So if I have to have this do something again in the future, it knows that it should always be doing that. Now we could come back over here and we could check on the other thing that's going on, like this B-roll request right here. So again, this is going through, and this is actually going through and finding me all these different things. And it's going to screenshot one of these logos for me. If we check on this over here, this is going through and this is actually finding me a designer, and this says capturing a screenshot. Yes, please. Boom. So this is getting my screenshot over here. I've got this over here. It's still finding me a video editor. And then it says, hey, I found this video editor Mazu agency. They offer professional video editors, 4.9 ratings, 193 reviews. Awesome. This is perfect. This is who I'm going to go with, but I might want to ask it because I have other things going on. Any cheaper options? $150 to $200 range, and then this is going to go through. It's going to be doing that. While that's going on, I'm going to check on this Fiverr designer. I found this top-rated person, $10. That sounds totally reasonable. I'm going to say, great. I need you to contact them. This is going to go through and this is going to contact them. I have my B-roll image request going on over here. I can come over here. Boom. Should I capture a screenshot of this? Yes. I have this moving forward. And as you see here, all I'm doing now is controlling the different robots, and they're doing a lot of this work for me instead of me having 100 tabs open and me trying to do all these tasks. Perfect. This right here, it says that in order to contact this person, you need to sign in. So they found this. I can log in here and I can actually get it to send them a message, or I could sit here and do this manually really quick. Now we'll come back over here. This actually went ahead and this found me the Gemini logo here. It found me the ChatGPT logo. And again, all I have to do is click right here. It's going to bring me over to this. And this has literally gone through and this has done the work for me. Guess what? It's getting better and better, because the first time it asked me, I said, please just send me the link for it, and then it learned, hey, it wants me to send the link, and it did that for ChatGPT without me having to do anything. And I'm going to guess it's going to do the same exact thing for Sora right here, but this is the incorrect Sora logo. So I would just tell it, hey, that's not the correct one. I wanted the Sora logo for OpenAI's tool. And then also, we're checking back in on the video editing here, and this is for wedding. So it didn't understand that, but I could just tell it, hey, I need it for YouTube videos, not for a wedding. And if I come back up here, I actually didn't specify that, which is why I made this mistake. Again, now I learned how to better prompt this thing. And now for my last and favorite use case. I love using this tool in order to find trending things. For example, I could get it to search TikTok for trends in my niche. I could get it to search YouTube for trends in my niche, or I could get it to do research on the top cryptocurrencies that have the highest percentage increase today so that I might know what I should be day trading today. And no, this is by no means investment advice. I'm just telling you about all the different cool use cases. Check this out. In order to get this, tell me what the top gainers are for crypto today. I'm literally going to come over here and I'm going to say, please go to CoinMarketCap and tell me the top gainers for crypto today. I only want to know about things 5% plus in gains for the last 24 hours. Now this is going to go through, it's going to go to that website, and it is going to get me this, so I don't actually have to go ahead and research this. And again, what this looks like now is I'm going to wake up in the morning, have a bunch of tasks that I otherwise would have done, and I'm literally just going to get this to go through, and I am basically just going to manage the machine as it does all of these different tasks for me. And literally look how quick that just got this for me. In me explaining that, this literally went through and got this for me, so now I can go through and actually look at them, and I can ask this to do research on these. Please research these and let me know if any of them are real / look promising, or if these are just pump and dumps. And again, this is then going to go through and do that, what I otherwise would have had to do. Now, I do see that this popped up here, right here. I'm unable to provide financial advice or conduct in-depth research. However, I can provide general information about them. Yes, please do that. So basically, OpenAI just isn't trying to take responsibility for doing research on some of these things, but sure, go get me some summaries and then I could probably figure out from that what's good and what's not. Okay, so now this went through and actually gave me an overview on all 5 of these things, and it asked me if I want more detailed information on any of these projects. And while this was doing this, I actually thought about what would be really cool was if I now told this to go use Gemini Deep Research, let it log into my Gemini account, and now I had ChatGPT interacting with Gemini Deep Research to actually go through and do a research project on these 5 things and then report back to me, because Gemini Deep Research is a little bit better than this tool right here for this. Now, if you enjoyed this video, but you still don't know what ChatGPT tasks are, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that explains exactly what they are and 7 use cases for ChatGPT tasks, because it's one of the latest features that OpenAI came out with.